Hi there, everybody. Okay, this is another C2 writing. It's about living in cities and villages. This is an essay for CPE, maybe 290 to 320 words, something like that. Living in cities and villages. This essay was written by Roland Simon. Young people have been relocating from villages to bigger cities in order to improve their living conditions. And this migration has been increasing unabatedly. Good first sentence. A metropolis and a countryside have different kinds of setbacks and benefits. I think here, rather than a, I would use the word the. Okay. So yes, the or no. So no. I'd use a metropolis and the countryside have different kinds of setbacks. I think rather than setbacks, drawbacks. A setback is when something goes wrong, it doesn't work. So there's been a setback to the project. The flooding was a big setback to the farmer. Drawbacks, negative characteristics, opposite of benefits. First and foremost, the countryside fails to attract the younger generation or younger generations who, and then it's going to be who do not want to do strenuous tasks at all. In the dim and distant past, I love that phrase, the entire village, so it's in the past, worked in the field. Nowadays, one machine can harvest whole crops generally. Scarcely do young people opt for noun, opt to stay in their hometown when they want to study further. Choosing a career locally could not. So let's just improve it a bit. This is not wrong. Could in no way meet their high expectations. The COVID virus has decimated the number of jobs. Providing is with the condition that. So not providing, resulting in the fact. Okay, so the COVID virus has decimated the number of jobs. I'm going to add the word available jobs. And you can put a comma here. Resulting in the fact that many traditional occupations are on the verge of extinction by virtue of the fact that young people shift. I think maybe are shifting, because this is in a process of change, are shifting their interest on towards modern career prospects. Moreover, good word, young people miss the opportunity to indulge in some kinds of entertainment and meet new people. Moreover, I think you need to define moreover. In the country, young people miss the opportunity to indulge in some kinds of entertainment and meet new people. This paucity also is behind their motives when they decide to leave. I quite like that as well. Okay, let's continue. Secondly, the city can offer all what you long for. I don't like this all what. Can offer uh, all, all that you long for. Diverse entertainment options, education, and a decent job abound. I would probably say and decent jobs abound and a decent job. Diverse entertainment options, education, and a decent job abound. I think I'm going to make it plural, but this is not wrong. And decent jobs abound. That word abound is a good word. You can fulfill your ambitions, whatever you aspire to be. Despite the enormous benefits, there are many shadowy sides of the urban environment. That's a good phrase. Take petty crime, for example, which is prevalent. You should keep your eyes, I think normally it's to keep your eye on. You should keep your eye on your belongings when you're traveling in a crowded bus, one of them. Cars have become one of them, an indispensable part of our lives. The ardent desire to own a vehicle can exacerbate the problem. The hustle and bustle of a city life exasperates some people who have not got used to it. These kinds of hindrance would not put off the younger generation. No, okay, would not put. No, okay, so I need to move this off. Would not put the younger generation off moving to a metropolis on account of the fact that the fact that the advantages of living in a busy metropolitan area is thought to outweigh, without a B, the disadvantages. These kinds of hindrance would not put the younger generation off moving to a metropolis on account of the fact that the advantages of living in a busy metropolitan area is thought to outweigh the advantages. Okay, I hope I'm actually doing this okay. While a larger metropolis holds a great appeal. Yeah, it could be countable as well among young people in the light of employment prospects and the abundant leisure activities. Rural areas are perceived as a more livable and peaceful environment by retired and sick people. That's a great sentence. It was a far-fetched idea to think that local governments could refrain citizens. So normally a person refrains from doing something. I refrain from smoking on the bus. Okay, so the government can't refrain somebody. I think it is a far-fetched idea to think that local governments could ban, could prohibit, could stop citizens from somebody from moving to larger metropolises, or is it metropoli? I'm going to go for metropolises, but it may be metropoli. I'm sure there's room for comment there. They would rather take further implementations in the countryside whereby people can lead a higher standard of living. So they would rather make further implementations. So I don't think I would put it like this. They would rather implement new infrastructure in the countryside whereby, good word, people can lead a higher standard of living. Okay, let's keep going. You're doing fine. In conclusion, I feel that more people will follow the patterns of the previous generation's decisions. The patterns of the previous generation's decisions. The population of cities, so it's singular, has been waxing. Retired and ill people can find solace in the leafy environment of the countryside. Local governments ought to take the necessary measures in order to boost the living conditions in the countryside. So let's see, does this answer the question? It answers the question very nicely. I think probably 4.5 out of 5. Does it read easily? Yes, it reads very nicely. There are one or two bits where I got a little bogged down, but it reads pretty easily. I'm going to give that 4 out of 5. The range of grammar used, I think, the range of grammar and vocabulary used, I think maybe 4 for the grammar, 4.5 for the vocabulary. Accuracy. Quite a lot of little slips in prepositions and a, an, and the, although these don't detract from the comprehensibility of the essay. I think I'm going to give this one a 7.75 on at a C2 level because it's a very good essay. This is good work, Roland. Thank you very much. Well done, sir.